Have you ever wondered what separates those who achieve their dreams from those who don't? It's a question that has been pondered by philosophers, scholars, and dreamers alike. The answer lies not in talent, luck, or even opportunity, but in something far more personal and intrinsic: self-belief. This is the unwavering confidence in our abilities and in our potential to reach our goals, regardless of the obstacles we may encounter along the way. Let's take a journey back in time and explore the story of Thomas Edison, the prolific inventor known for his invention of the practical electric light bulb. Edison's journey to success was not a smooth one. In fact, it was littered with thousands of failed attempts. Yet, he didn't give up. He didn't let failure deter him. Instead, he was quoted as saying, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." What was it that kept Edison going despite all these setbacks? It was his unshakable belief in himself, his conviction that he had the ability to make the impossible possible. This self-belief fueled his motivation, served as his guiding light during the darkest hours, and ultimately led to the creation of an invention that revolutionized the world. But how does self-belief translate into motivation? It's simple. When we believe in ourselves, we are more likely to take action towards our goals. We are more resilient in the face of adversity, more persistent in the face of failure, and more motivated to keep pushing forward. This is because we understand that our potential is limitless and that with each step we take, we are one step closer to turning our dreams into reality. So what's the secret ingredient to achieving our dreams? It's not talent, luck, or opportunity, it's self-belief. It's the conviction that we have what it takes to succeed, that we are capable of overcoming any obstacle that comes our way, and that we are worthy of achieving our dreams. So, it was Edison's unshakable self-belief that was the true source of his motivation, and ultimately, his success. But what exactly is motivation and why is it so important? Imagine standing in front of a mountain, its peak hidden in the clouds. That's a challenge, right? Now imagine a burning desire in your heart to reach the top of that mountain. That, my friends, is motivation. It's a powerful force that drives us to take action, to push beyond our limits, and to achieve what once seemed impossible. Let's take a closer look at motivation with a relatable example. Consider a student, let's call her Emily. Emily dreams of a bright future. She envisions herself as a successful doctor. She's aware that the journey to become a doctor is long and challenging. She knows she'll have to spend countless hours studying, sacrificing her leisure time, and pushing through the exhaustion. But it's her burning desire, her motivation, that keeps her going. Emily's motivation is not just about becoming a doctor. It's about the lives she could save, the difference she could make. It's about achieving her potential and realizing her dream. It's about proving to herself that she can do it. And it's this motivation that drives her to study hard, to persevere through the tough times, and to keep pushing forward. You see, motivation is like the fuel that powers the engine of action. Without it, even the most powerful engine will remain idle. Without motivation, the journey to reach our goals becomes a daunting task, and we risk standing still, unable to take the necessary steps forward. Motivation is a key ingredient in the recipe for success. It's the force that propels us forward, that helps us rise to challenges and seize opportunities. It's the driving force behind our actions, our decisions, and ultimately, our achievements. And so, it's fair to say that motivation plays a critical role in our lives. It's what drives us to strive for success, to overcome obstacles, and to realize our dreams. Without motivation, even the most promising talents can go to waste. So, ask yourself, what's your mountain, and what's driving you to reach the top? You may ask, how can I develop this self-belief? Indeed, self-belief is not something you're born with. It's a quality you cultivate, a muscle you flex and strengthen over time. And the first step to building this muscle is setting achievable goals. Now, these goals don't have to be monumental. They can be as simple as waking up half an hour earlier or reading a book each month. It's the act of setting the goal and the journey to achieving it that matters. Each goal you set and achieve serves as a stepping stone, building your confidence and bolstering your self-belief. Yet, achieving a goal is not the end of the story. It's crucial to take the time to celebrate your victories, no matter how small. Did you manage to stick to your new morning routine for a week? Celebrate it. Did you finish that book you've been meaning to read? Celebrate it. Each celebration is an affirmation of your ability to achieve what you set out to do, further strengthening your self-belief. Of course, the journey to self-belief is not one you have to embark on alone. Surrounding yourself with positive influences can make all the difference. Seek out those who uplift you, who inspire you, who believe in you even when you might not. Their faith in you can serve as a beacon when your own self-belief wavers. And remember, self-belief is not a static state. It's a dynamic, evolving quality. There will be days when it seems like an uphill battle, and that's okay. It's on these days that you need to remind yourself of your victories, lean on your positive influences, and continue to set those achievable goals. Remember, building self-belief is a journey, not a destination. It's a journey filled with highs and lows, victories and setbacks. But with each step you take, with each goal you achieve, with each victory you celebrate, you're building that muscle, strengthening that belief in yourself. And with time, you'll find that this self-belief has become a part of you, a cornerstone of your character, a guiding light on your path to success. Remember, building self-belief is a journey, not a destination. But what happens when obstacles come our way? Life is not a smooth sail, and it's these bumps and hurdles that shape us, that mold us into the best versions of ourselves. And the tools we need to overcome these obstacles? They're right there, within us. Motivation and self-belief, these are our weapons, our shields against the challenges that life throws at us. Let's think about Walt Disney for a moment. Can you imagine? The man who brought magic to millions, who made dreams come alive on screen, was once dismissed from a newspaper because he lacked creativity? Yes, you heard that right. Walt Disney, the man who built one of the most successful entertainment companies in the world, was deemed uncreative. What if he had believed that? What if he had let that one setback, that one obstacle, define him? But he didn't. Instead, he held on to his self-belief, his motivation. He knew his worth, his potential, and he refused to let anyone else's words dictate his destiny. He faced his obstacle, he overcame it, and look at the legacy he left behind. That's the power of motivation and self-belief. They allow us to look at our obstacles not as roadblocks, but as stepping stones. They help us to rise, to conquer, to succeed. They remind us that it's okay to fall, to fail, because what's important is that we get back up, that we keep going. Remember, it's not the size of the obstacle that matters, but the size of our will to overcome it. It's about having the courage to face our challenges, the strength to overcome them, and the wisdom to learn from them. It's about knowing that we are capable, that we are resilient, and that we have the power to shape our own destinies. And so when obstacles come your way, don't shy away. Embrace them, face them, overcome them. Use them as opportunities to grow, to learn, to become stronger. So it's not the absence of obstacles, but how we choose to face them that defines our journey. Does failure mean the end? Absolutely not. It's quite the contrary, in fact. Failure, my friends, is not a full stop, but merely a comma in the long narrative of our journey. It's a teacher, a guide, a stepping stone on the path to growth and success. Imagine for a moment the great Michael Jordan, a household name, a symbol of excellence in the world of sports. But did you know that he was once cut from his high school basketball team? Yes, you heard it right. He was deemed not good enough, a failure in the eyes of his coaches. But did that stop him? Of course not. He took it as a challenge, a wake-up call, a push he needed to work even harder. Failure in his case played a crucial role. It was an essential part of his journey, a pivotal point that strengthened his motivation and self-belief. Had he not faced that rejection, that failure, he might not have pushed himself to become the legend he is today. Failure was not his end, but his beginning. So you see, failure is not something to be feared or avoided. It's a tool, a catalyst that can propel us forward if we learn to embrace it and learn from it. It's like a mirror that reflects our weaknesses, our areas of growth, urging us to work on them, to improve, to evolve. Failure can indeed be a harsh teacher, but its lessons are invaluable. It tests our resolve, our determination, and our strength. It challenges us to rise, to push our boundaries, to explore our potential. It strengthens our motivation, fuels our self-belief, and inspires us to strive for more. In the face of failure, it's not the circumstances that define us, but our reaction to them. It's our motivation and self-belief that can turn the tide. It's our will to rise after every fall, to learn from our mistakes, and to keep moving forward that truly determines our success. So remember, in the face of failure, it's our motivation and self-belief that can turn the tide. So, how can we cultivate this powerful force within us? Well, like any seed of potential, motivation needs the right conditions to grow. Let's explore a few strategies to help you nurture your motivation and see it flourish. Firstly, setting clear, achievable goals is crucial. Don't just think about the big picture. Break it down into smaller, manageable steps. Each step you take brings you closer to your ultimate goal, and every achievement, no matter how small, fuels your motivation. Remember, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Secondly, maintaining a positive mindset is key. Motivation often wanes when we're faced with challenges or setbacks. It's during these times that your attitude matters the most. Instead of seeing obstacles as roadblocks, view them as opportunities for growth. Remember, a diamond is just a piece of charcoal that handled stress exceptionally well. Thirdly, find inspiration in others' success stories. These stories aren't just about the end result, but the journey, the struggles, the setbacks, and how they overcame them. These narratives remind us that success isn't always linear, and that's okay. It's not about how many times you fall, but how many times you get back up. Additionally, surround yourself with positivity. This could be in the form of uplifting books, motivational podcasts, or a supportive community. These sources can provide a much-needed boost when your motivation starts to dwindle. Finally, remember to reward yourself along the way. Celebrate your small victories and take time to acknowledge your progress. This not only boosts your morale, but also reinforces the positive behavior that led to the success. Motivation isn't something that just happens. It's a habit, a discipline, something you consciously build and strengthen over time. It's a constant process of self-discovery and growth. It's about pushing your limits, stepping out of your comfort zone, and believing in your potential even when the odds are against you. Motivation is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it becomes. Let's keep flexing that muscle, shall we? So, what's the secret ingredient in all this? What's the magical element that ties together self-belief, motivation, resilience, and the ability to overcome obstacles? It's none other than you. You are the master of your destiny. Your life is like a vast, uncharted ocean, and you are the captain of your ship, steering it through calm seas and turbulent storms alike. It's your belief in yourself, your motivation to act, that makes all the difference. It's easy to forget this. To think that we're at the mercy of external forces, that we're just tiny specks in the grand cosmic design. But here's the truth. You have immense power within you. Power to change, power to evolve, power to create, the power to shape your life as you see fit. You see, it's not about what happens to us, but how we react to it. It's about making choices, taking actions that align with our values, our dreams, our passions. It's about standing up after every fall, dusting off the dirt, and marching forward with an unwavering resolve. But remember, this power doesn't come to us on a silver platter. It's not a gift, but a responsibility. A responsibility to ourselves, to be the best we can be, to not settle for mediocrity, but to strive for greatness, to not be swayed by the naysayers, but to listen to our inner voice. The power of you is the power of choice, the choice to believe in yourself, the choice to be motivated, to persevere, to overcome, the choice to embrace failure as a stepping stone, not a stumbling block, the choice to cultivate a positive mindset, to nurture our passions, our strengths. And the most beautiful part? You already possess this power. It's been there all along, waiting to be unleashed. So harness this power, believe in it, nourish it, let it guide you towards the life you've always dreamed of. Remember, the most powerful force in your life is you. So what's the takeaway from all this? Our journey has taken us through the landscapes of self-belief and motivation, revealing their profound power to transform lives. We've seen how the kernel of self-belief, once planted, can grow into an indomitable spirit that refuses to be defeated. We've learned that motivation is not a fleeting emotion, but a steady force that propels us forward, even in the face of adversity. We've discovered that obstacles, rather than being roadblocks, can become stepping stones to greater achievements. And we've understood that failure is not the end, but a teacher, guiding us towards success. Remember, self-belief and motivation are not distant concepts, but inner resources that you can tap into at any moment. They are the keys to unlocking your potential, achieving your goals, and surmounting the hurdles life throws your way. Believe in yourself, stay motivated, and watch as the world opens up to you.